5 minutes. We're going to give you about 5 minutes to network with somebody who didn't come with it, and then afterwards we're going to set up a change. What you're going to do then, obviously, is change somebody else and network with them. So in about 10 minutes, you've got to network with a few people, get to know each other, etc. Exchange you whatever you want to do, and then afterwards we're going to go straight to the documentary and officially start today. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll get back.
All right. Yeah, the reason why I'm actually here is to speak to you about this project very briefly. For the benefit of people that don't know anything about this project, after the London riots in 2011, we had a research and we're asking people, the young people that burned down Riggs Furniture Shop and some other places, why did they burn down their homes? And then they were like, why would anybody burn their homes? It was a very hard question to anyone. A lot of young people, no, nobody will burn their homes. Why should anybody burn their home? So that reflected that they have actually accepted and seen their homes as their home. And they are yet to see the community that way. And this is the reason why this project was born. So we had to meet with heritage experts to say, this is what we have found out and what can we do? And some of them were like, oh, can we make them aware of what they have got? Because if you don't know what you have got, if you're not aware of the value of what you have, abuse is definitely inevitable. Am I correct? Yes. Okay, for instance, this young man comes here, please stand up. Don't be shy, don't worry. I want to harass you. This young man comes there, nobody knows him. You just look at him. Some of you would even say hello, and some people will say, no, there's nothing. And then he sits down, and someone says that, can we all put our hands together and welcome Obama's first son? What happens immediately? Everybody will begin to, this is what we are trying to do with Croydon. We're trying to make everybody aware that there's some very wonderful heritage around us that we don't know anything about. Some have existed for over 400 years. That you just pass in front of it and then you don't know what's going on there, you don't even want to know. But with this project, I myself have discovered certain things and I'm shocked. You can go and sit down. Yeah, so Mr. Obama. Yeah, so you know, there is this building called the Arms Houses. It's just right opposite Barclays on the High Street. Anyone knows what I'm talking about? The Arms Houses. There's this building just opposite Barclays Bank on the High Street of Croydon. Now, I always park there, I don't know anything about it. I briefly went on tour with the Croydon young people and Chris Bennett, who happens to be the former archivist for Croydon. And when we went on this tour, Chris was telling us that that building, the Arms Houses, is over 400 years. Chris, am I correct? I was shocked. Do you know, ever since then, when I walk past that building, I look at it again. And I look at it again and again. This is a building I always pass in front of. And I don't know anything about it. I don't know the value of water. I've been seeing all the day. And the next, Abimbola Aderi. And the next, Janelle Manti. And the next person is Ricky. And the next person is Michelle. The next person is Ekene Ike. The next person is Nimra. And the next person is Malek. Some young people helped us on this project. One house, some young people helped us on this project while we were executing, aside the participants of this project. And we call them the project volunteers. Some of them are here and some of them are not. So I will start by calling Victory Sam. The next person, though, is not here there, but mommy is here, so mommy can connect for her. And that's Rachel
Where's Ted?
Can we give Mr. Hello, please everybody come inside. Yeah, can we give Mr. Trevor Riggs a good round of applause? Yeah. One house.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much all for coming. It's one of those occasions where something very bad happened in 2011, and out of something very bad comes good in the normal circumstances. And this is one instance where that has happened, and it's happened very, very fruitfully. Olive puts a lot of work into everything that goes on in this area and up in Tottenham, and it's really good to see that those of you who are here have engaged fully with what she wants to do. I've really enjoyed seeing the groups of kids that have come round to my store, giving them a talk about some of the engagement that other people have had with our store, and it's really good to see that you're all taking that mantle, and I hope that you pass on all the good work and all the good feelings, all the knowledge that you have to your friends, and I hope you get them engaged as much as you have been, because when you do that, things will get better and we'll all have a much more pleasant world to live in. So thank you very much indeed.
Now what's going to happen is we're now going to officially unveil the Croydon Heritage, the Croydon Non-Heritage magazine, and that's going to be done by both the special guests here today, so can you please give them a hand.
And then you should look at what we're doing now.
The unveiling, ladies and gentlemen, one time only. 1, 2, 3.
That we celebrate what we do today. On that day, when we had the problems in Croydon, I happened to be out in my country or in the village, back home in Nigeria, and I received a phone call from Mrs. Hector's husband to tell me that things were happening around Reed's house, and was saying to me that it wasn't quite close to St. Mary's Catholic High School, that I didn't need to worry too much, but I worried. I really worried, because it didn't have to be St. Mary's Catholic High School, it had to be anywhere in the world, and we should worry. And you have done a lot of work to try to create an awareness of our heritage in Croydon. What you do today, you don't do for yourselves. You do for generations yet unborn. And that is what we mean by heritage. Because we leave a legacy behind. And I think it's appropriate that we are taking ownership of what our forefathers before us have done. So that the people that come after us will take ownership for what we ourselves are doing, and that's the heritage. So thank you for all that you did, and please remember that this is the beginning, and the work out there is important, because young people need to take ownership. So congratulations indeed. Beatrice.
Good evening, child governors, teachers, parents, guests, and colleagues. My most heartfelt salutations to you all. My name is Akemi, and we're here to talk to you about a new, exciting, and successful project, the Light Up Foundation. Please put your hand up if you know about the Light Up Foundation. Thank you. The Light Up Foundation is a charity that aims to bring light to every dark situation. They aim to bring peace and to stop violence. They aim to make young people aware of the local heritage and community. The Light Up team has been actively working to inspire, to inform, and to motivate young people. And I am so glad that I'm one of them. I remember those days, the days when the only thing I knew about Croydon was the shopping centre. Because who knew about Who knew that approximately 27 million passengers travel through East Croydon station every year? Who knew that the 50p of wedding cake building used to be the NLA Tower? And who knew that the Croydon Airport was one of the first airports to offer commercial flights, and indeed the first in the world to introduce air traffic control? Who knew? The Lighter Foundation knew. So they made me aware of the community I live in. They taught me the history of the community. They connected me with my community, with my Croydon. I was able to take part in debates, in meetings, and in trainings. They gave me the confidence to take actions, which created positive changes and impact to our community. Trainings such as the documentary preparation, Croydon research with the Royal Institute of the British Architects, and the now and then library researchers of the Croydon High Street. These trainings, as well as others, have helped us to develop vital skills and knowledge in order to know more about our community, in order to make a difference, and in order to succeed in life. Therefore, remember, God created you for a reason. You were created to make a difference to the world. You were created to make a difference to your community. Let your community be better, because you are here. So let's learn more about our community. Let's bring light to every dark situation. Let's make a positive difference. Let's do it together, because together we will succeed.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see you all again. Thank you very much for inviting me back. I was thinking back to the sessions that we did. It was sort of earlier this year, didn't we? We looked at some maps, and we looked at photographs, and we looked at directories. And we went for a walk around Croydon on a Saturday morning in May, I think it was, on a day which was not much more than it is today. As Ola described me, I was a former archivist of Croydon, and one thing I've always believed is that archives are there to be used. It's the information they contain about the past which informs our future. And thinking about the announcement this very week about the possible future of the centre of Croydon shows that Croydon's history continues to be written. As Ola described me, as I am the former archivist of Croydon. I worked for Croydon for 11 years. I helped many people during that time, old and young, private individuals, groups like yourselves, people from within the borough and within and outside. And I learned an awful lot, and I hope that I imparted some of that knowledge to them and people like yourselves and take it forward. And it's wonderful to see the finished results of that project, the film, the magazine, and so on. Earlier this year, alternative career options beckoned to me, and I had to make a very difficult decision of leaving Croydon service. But I am now in charge of the archives of a whole county. I work for Hertfordshire County Council now, which is the county sort of north of London. So I'm in charge of the archives of a whole county. So I've taken the experience that I've gained at Croydon, and I'm taking it even further and using that in my new work. But I'm very grateful to be invited back. I'm very grateful for this award, and I'm very glad that the project has had such a fine result. And I wish you all the very best in the future. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now we're going to have Abimbola give us the vote spec. And also, when you finish this, I would like to let you know that there's food and drink at the back. So when you finish, so feel free to go and eat and drink and enjoy yourselves, because we don't want the food to go back to where it came from. So just guys, enjoy and yeah, please welcome Abimbola.
So now that I was confused what Pence was, because I didn't recall having a thought. What happened, what I just want to say now is I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank Ola, Chris, Mr. Algalba for letting us use the school, Mr. Reeves. I also like to thank everyone for actually coming here all tonight. I also like to thank that guy who keeps waving at me. Yeah.